Okay, piano friends, let's get country. So in this video, I'm going to show you a specific popular style of playing where you can convert simple chords like these and give them a country sound like this. And I'm going to show you how to do it at more of a beginner level and if you want to do it at a more advanced level. So let's dive into some country piano. First, let me introduce myself really fast. If you don't know me, my name is Matt Hodge, and for the last 15 years, I've been a music professor and a professional piano player and a private piano coach, and I love helping people on their piano journey. And one of the most common questions and requests I get from my students and clients are how can we look at specific sounds for really popular and famous music styles? So how can we take chords and start to make them sound pop or rock or Broadway or jazz or blues or country? So in this video, it's all about diving into country. So let's get into it. And I will say too, if you need help with chords are going to be kind of at the fundamental part of this, chords and scales. So if you need help with that, you will want to download my free PDF that I've created just for you all, my YouTube audience. In the video description below, there's a link to download it. It's called The Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano, and it's a 30-page PDF that I've created totally free. And in there's a lot of sections that tell you every scale, every chord, what the notes are. There's colorful charts. So I've done all that work for you if you need help with it. So definitely download that in the link below. Okay, let's first look at just what are three chords we're going to use. So I just chose three popular chords. So we're going to have C major, C, E, G, and then we're going to have G major, G, B, D, F major, F, A, C, and then we'll go back to C again and we'll play C down here, C, E, G. So these chords have a nice sort of travel to them. Notice we're starting up here and we're kind of going down. So C major, G major, F major, and C major. Okay, so let's unlock the secret. First, I will tell you in general what the technique is, and then we'll break it down from a beginner level to a more advanced level, how you can discuss it. Okay, the secret is the two note. Now, if you've been watching some of my other YouTube videos, you may notice that I bring up the second note, the two note, a lot. Now, I call it adding the second, but country is going to do it in a bit of a different way. So first off, let's look at each chord. In a C major chord, we have C, E, G. Well, you probably know, and if you don't, when we look at chords, major and minor chords especially, which are the majority of chords in popular songs, the chords, we call them a 1, 3, 5. Now, why do we do that? Because it means the first, third, and fifth note of that scale. So a C major scale, the 1, 3, 5 of that would be C, E, G. So then when it comes to adding the two, well, we're adding the note that is between the bottom and the middle note. So in this case, the two is going to be a D. Now, if you don't know scales, a trick to finding what is going to be the two is whatever the bottom note is, then go up two notes. So like I could start on C with the bottom of the chord, the root of the chord, and then I go up two notes. I don't count the note I start on as 1, so C would be 0, but then 1, 2. So we got a D. So first, let's just find the two note for each of the chords, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with it. So if it's C, E, G, the two note is going to be a D. For the G major chord, G, B, D, the two note is going to be an A. For F major chord, the two note, F, A, C is the major chord, the two note is going to be a G. And then we're back down to C down here, so it's the same two note, a D. So what you're going to do is, country has this thing that we call, if it's written in sheet music, it technically can be called a grace note. I like to view it as what I call a flick. We're going to flick a note. So what we're going to do is, for the chord, so let's go back to C major, that two note, it's going to flick up to the middle note. So in the C major chord, that D is going to flick up to E. So we're not playing them together. So we're not making a beautiful C major added 2 note or 2 chord like this. We're doing this. Now, we can do it like that, where we also are still playing the bottom note, but I'm gonna have the bottom note in my left hand, which I'm gonna show you in a second. So I actually maybe don't even need the bottom note. I could just go, because the C is gonna be in my left hand. So it's the concept of starting on that 2 note, just like really fast, and you flick it. And notice that I'm playing the top of the chord when I hit that 2 note. So I'm not going, I'm going, so it's fast. If you go too slow, it doesn't do it. We need that country sound, which is the flick. Okay, so if you do that, for the G, it'd be the same thing. That A is what gets flicked up to the B while you hit the top note. F, that G flicks up to the A, and then the C down here again, that D flicks up to E. Now, what you're going to do with it is, in the left hand, where you're going to do what we call an open chord. This is very common in this type of style of playing. So we're not going to play a full C major chord in our left hand. We're going to take away the middle note, and you're just going to play the 1 and the 5 of that chord. So for C major, I'm just gonna play C and G together. So it's a nice open sound. G major, same thing. I'm not gonna play a full G major chord. I'm gonna take away the middle note. So I'm gonna play G and D together. F major, same thing. I'm gonna take away that middle note. I'm gonna have just F and C together. And then down here for the C major again, it's just slower. Take away that middle note and have just those 2 notes left, C and G. So when you do that, it can sound like this. Now, it's up to you if in your right hand you want to keep adding, if you want to keep the bottom note. So instead of doing this, if you want to go, same thing with the G, you can either do this or we have the G. Same thing with the F. You can either have the F or not have the F, because you're going to have those notes in your left hand. Just depends on what's more comfortable for you. So the more beginner way of doing it is just doing that, just doing the flick. A more advanced version of it is doing something like this, where we're gonna add a little fill. We're gonna have that flick, and we're gonna have a little bit of a piano fill, which is also really popular in country music. So what you're gonna do is, you first have that flick. So in C major, it's that D to the E, that second to the third. So once you do the flick though, you're gonna do this pattern. So you've got flick. So after you do a flick, then go back down to that 2 note, and you're gonna go up and then down. It's like a little roller coaster. So, and notice that when I hit the 2 both times, I'm hitting that top note. So, okay, so for G, be the same thing. So you have that flick. For F, it'd be the same thing. You have the flick. And then the C again down below, flick. Whoops. So when you add that with the left hand, you get this. And if you want, in the left hand, you can give it more of a beat and keep emphasizing the left hand. So you're emphasizing the left hand each chord twice. So when you do that, it gives this really nice kind of country sound. And then you can kind of pick and choose. So if I was playing this in a gig, I wouldn't do that exact same. I wouldn't do this every single chord, because for 3 minutes that can probably get a little predictable and boring. So you can like alternate. So even if you're at an advanced level, try doing it where sometimes you throw in the fill, sometimes you don't. So it's a fun way to do this with any chords. So then if you want to try it, whether you're a beginner or an advanced level, and try it with different chords, choose a different key signature. So what I did was I was in the key of C major, and I chose the 1 chord, the 5 chord, and the 4 chord. So it went 1 chord, 5 chord, 4 chord, and then the 1 chord again. So again, if you want help with that free PDF that I have linked down below, my Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano, also tells you that. It tells you all the chords and every key signature and the numbers that can go with it. So you can have fun doing it, because what if you tried that in the key of F major? What if you tried it in A major? You can have fun trying it in a bunch of different key signatures and trying it with different chords. All right, so let me know in the comments, did you like this? Do you like playing country style music? Have you ever tried it before? Do you like the flick and the fills? They're really fun. Let me know. I love chatting with you all in the comments. I read all the comments. I try to reply to each comment. So let me know. Again, in the video description below, that link to my free PDF, the Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano. You want to download that, totally free. It's a big PDF booklet, and it has all the information you could ever need for a piano player to jump into the deep end with it, especially with chords, scales, numbers, all of that fun stuff. There's also another link in the video description below where to my website, matthodgemusic.com, where you'll get all the information about doing a private piano lesson with me if you would like. Every week I do several one-on-one virtual piano lessons with people from YouTube. They're an hour long. You can do one lesson, you can do multiple lessons, and you get a downloadable video recording of our time together. So it's a great way to connect with me and let me help you crush whatever piano goals you have, no matter your age or experience level. And also at my website, you'll see information about a new course I just launched. I'm really excited for it. I just launched it. It's called Basic to Beautiful, where I take you on a journey of piano. It's self-guided, virtual. It's over 5.5 hours of content where I journey you from beginner piano player to beautiful piano player musician, being a human at the piano. How do you do that? I've had so much wonderful feedback from people so far on the course. It means the world to me. It was a labor of love, and I'm excited for you to check it out. So check that out too at the link below, matthodgemusic.com. Do all the fun YouTube stuff. Please click like, subscribe if you liked this video. Also, if you'd like to join the channel, it's totally optional. You'll see a big join button down below. But members who join, it's a cheap way to support the channel. Every penny goes to helping to produce the channel, and members get monthly really cool perks, including access to several members only videos and downloadable lead sheets. So you get a lot of cool stuff if you're a member. So check that out as well. And let's keep this piano party going. Okay, I want you to click on the video showing up on the screen now, where I show you even more cool stuff to do at the piano. I'll see you over there. And until next time, my friends, keep making music.